You are listening to Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCZWLP Conroe and 106.1 KZCCLP Conroe and worldwide on irlonestar.com.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Sant here with YPC Young Professionals of Conroe, Texas, 936. Throw your setup. Hey, it's just me and my co-host, special co-host again, Dick. Dick is going to be co-hosting this show with me today. Let's keep Taylor back in your prayers. Don't want to put his business out there, but just let's keep him in your prayers, okay? Please, thank you so much. You're welcome. Anyway, today is going to be a great day. March 12th, Friday. Happy Friday. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. Let's start with events. A lot of things going on in downtown Conroe right now. Yesterday, we had Sip and Shop. If you guys don't know what Sip and Shop is, you sip and you shop. Plain and simple. How you doing, Dick?
Doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How was your day? What did you do?
It's Friday, so that means plenty of opportunities to see what's going on the weekend.
Okay, I'll tell you what's going on the weekend. Before we jump to Saturday, we're going to stay with Friday. Friday, 202. If you ever heard of Footloose, they're doing a musical at the Owens Theater. And tickets can be purchased at the theater or at 202. And if you get it at 202, they're offering a special discount. So, must have proof of purchase. That's that. Next, also at 202, this Friday, today, at 7 p.m., they're doing a spring cocktail menu tasting. They're offering flights of new spring cocktails. There's 9 to choose from, and you get to vote on which ones they keep. So, go check out 202 on Friday. After that, hey, this goes out to all the foster family out there or those who are looking for more information on adoption or being a foster family. Go at 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. They're hosting an event at the Conroe Outlets. That's right there on Lake Line, the Conroe's Outlet event by Lanas of the Woodlands. So admission is free, 3 hour. Let's see what it says. Thank you for serving our local children as a foster parent. We appreciate and admire your sacrifice you may provide. But yeah, go over there and check out and get more information if you want to be a possible foster parents or foster family. Also, on the 12th, today, Friday, is a Lone Star Jeep Invasion out in Montgomery County Fair. Go check that out if you got a Jeep or interested in getting a Jeep. Go check them out. It's a great show, hosting nothing but Jeeps. Next Saturday, we got Havana Nights. Sounds fun, right? Havana Nights. It is a cigar and rum demonstration. You like rum or you like whiskey?
I like cigars.
You like cigar?
Yeah.
Then it's something that you don't want to miss out on. They're going to teach you how to roll cigar, smoke cigar, cut cigar, drink rum.
Where at?
It's going to be at Margaritaville.
Oh.
Big shout out to Margaritaville. Big shout out to Mr. Van. Mr. Van, who owns Barless Distillery. He's going to go out there actually giving a show and a flight of rum from him at his from his distillery. Actually, he got a silver rum, gold rum, and dark rum. Also, a new one called Spice Rum that was just released, I think, sometime middle of last year. So 4 rums from Barless Distillery. And if you haven't heard of Barless Distillery, they're on Airport Road. Look them up, Google them. It is a hidden gem for sure. They distill their own whiskey there and rum. So go check out Margaritaville. They're doing that over there. And cigar go well with rum. Saturday, March 13, 2021, from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Where? Margaritaville. Don't ask me any other question. Link will be in the description if you want more information. Go to our page. Next, last but not least, big shout out to Southern Star, who hosted the Bombshell Car Show last week, March 7th. Incredible show. The proceeds that was raised there went to casualties of war. There were so many vendors, including myself, Tasty Asian, along with Tacos in Low Places, Ladybugs, Crawfish, Chica's Kettle Corn, Hannah B's Treat. Man, There was so many more. Oh, Casualties of War. I bought a shirt from them. The proceeds goes to them. But yes, this this Saturday, they're doing a crawdad, something with the Casualties of War again. Go check them out. Hannah B is going to be out there. There's going to be music from... Who is the music from? I don't want to say the name.
Who is it? Music.
The music, I don't know.
Really on its on.
I thought I was on top of my game. I really thought I was on top of my game.
It
I actually
happens.
had all this printed. I was like, I'm going to be more organized. And sure enough, I was not organized. So check out Southern Star. Check out 202. Check out Margaritaville. Check out Lone Star Jeep Invasion. All that good stuff. We got a lot going on this week. Yeah.
Well, I'm surprised because, this is technically the first week that the mandate of the state of Texas has been lifted. So you're kind of wondering what people are trying to do. And you saw earlier in the week that there's a place called Mask Off event at Concrete Cowboy, which I think is a bar.
Where's that at?
In Houston. But, that was their main push. And they're like, oh, maybe we shouldn't call it the Mask Off event. Because of COVID.
I know, but...
As a business.
Isn't it still mandatory to wear a mask into a business in Harris County?
From what I understood, and this could be completely wrong to the listeners, so don't listen to YPC on this. I thought it was up to the discretion of the business to mandate a mask. So the state of Texas isn't going to enforce the mask thing.
So it doesn't go onto the city level to mandate.
Now, if Harris County, not Houston, if the county level wants to do something, I think that's something up to the courts. But I know the private business can say, hey, please wear a mask.
Yeah. Well, regardless, if that's your choice. That's
But
up to you.
as a business, that's something that a lot of people were afraid of, where it's like, hey, this is the first week. What do we do? How do we make sure people who want to feel safe, can feel safe, come into our place of business? So a lot of these events, I believe, I feel confident saying majority of events are going to ask people to wear masks.
I've been out and about, and each place that I go to, each business establishment, nightlife, I have not seen anybody wear a mask.
Well, you live in the underground.
I don't know.
It's a joke. But no, I'm saying if a place of business has a choice to say, please wear a mask, then you wear a mask.
Yeah, you wear a mask. But I would say if it was my business, I'd put a sign up there and say, this is America.
Oh, yeah.
Your choice to wear a mask or not wear a mask. I leave it up to you.
But I know Taste the Asian wears a mask.
Yeah, well, yes, we do.
So there you go.
Yes, we do. But I'm just saying, I give that. I leave it up to them to wear a mask or not. I'm not mandating them to wear a mask.
Yeah, well, I think people are more worried about what the place of business is going to be doing.
Yeah, and I'm not sure about COVID. I haven't been on the news or heard anything. I know usually I scroll through Facebook sometime. I see COVID cases, people talking about COVID.
Yeah.
COVID. I don't hardly see any of that on my feed anymore. Do you?
Not really.
Not really, right?
Not even when it was in the heart of it. So
I used to see it all the time. Now I actually don't see any at all.
I mean, that's a good discussion for businesses, especially young professionals who have a storefront or anything that deals with the public. It's how do you present yourself as a business that makes possible clients or patrons feel comfortable doing business with you?
That's true.
So I think a majority of folks are going to continue doing the normal practices of just a mask, maybe not so much of this social distancing or max capacity, but the mask thing I think is going to stay with us for a while.
For sure. And I'm okay with that. And I'm pretty sure many others would agree that we'll leave it up to you. And whatever your choice is, I'm happy either or.
Well, let me ask you this. Now that I have you. For Taste the Asian, that's a food company, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And people are always like assuming that, oh, they're following the normal health code violation or health code practices. So with the mask stuff, I feel like that's something that's visual. People can just kind of like complain about or see, report.
Mm-hmm. To us, like I said, I leave it to them. And
no, I'm talking about like the people
that goes there.
No, people that work inside Taste the Asian.
Yeah. What about it?
So that's what I'm saying. Like, do you see that as something that you're going to continue doing?
Yes, we're going to continue doing that. And well, let me retract what I said. I don't have a say with what goes on inside.
I get. Because your lovely wife,
yes,
is in charge of it.
My daughter is in charge of it.
Your daughter's in charge. Oh,
my daughter,
big move.
My daughter is in charge of it. My wife is just a cook. She's a cook.
Look at that.
My daughter is in charge, and
so can I just say this right now? Interrupt you. We had it the other weekend. My wife's first time visiting your food truck, and
was it at 202?
Yeah, it was at 202 during the Copperhead
release,
and she lost her mind.
She did, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because we like everything hot, so we got a hell.
There
hell
you go.
is your spice.
Yes.
So we got like, hey, whatever we can get hell, just put it on hell. Put hell everywhere, and it was good.
I appreciate that. Hey, if you guys didn't show up to 202 last week, 202 was fun. 202 was packed. It was a lineup at the food truck. People got out. I was like, is this the line? If there was no gate there, it would probably wrap around the building.
People were showing up who weren't even going 202.
Exactly. So big shout out to the people that came out to get some tasty Asian. Hopefully it made you happy and hit all the right spot.
Yeah.
So what else do we got going on? Let's see. Oh. Nah, nothing.
Oh, that's some crud right there.
Nah, I didn't want to.
I was really excited.
I didn't want to interrupt you. I seen you had something on your mind.
No, I'm listening to you, sir.
No, well, hey, I feel more comfortable if you sat right next to me.
Yeah, but I have to pay attention to the audio board and stuff. People don't know I'm the producer also, so I got to make sure the camera's on everybody. And
St. Patrick's Day next week, correct?
Yeah.
So guys, if you are into that St. Patrick's Day holiday mood, green beer, ting-ling-ling-ling, come out to downtown Conroe. I know 202 got something going on. I know Pacific Yard House got something going on. Corner Pub, Red Brick Tavern. You choose where you want to go. Regardless where you go, you're going to have a great time, okay?
Yeah.
You're going to have a great time, but just don't stick in one place too long. Share the business. Share your business, okay? Where are you going? You got any plans for St. Patrick's Day?
No.
Not going nowhere? And don't say the bowling alley too, please. Yeah, bowling alley. Yeah, more likely bowling alley. But do you want to say what your favorite hot spot is here in Conroe?
Well, they all are.
If you had to choose one out of the four.
It depends on the circumstance, man. Like if I'm with friends, family, basically courting a possible client kind of thing. Like they all have their place.
Mm-hmm.
And it all depends on the time. One thing that's beautiful about downtown Conroe, I will say, is it fits your needs if you're trying to find a need. So if you strategically think about where you want to go and get your normal beer, my normal beer is at Corner Pub.
Corner Pub.
So I love the Pool family over there. That's my favorite go-to spot. Like if I know I just want to have a beer and just relax, and you can bring anything over there. Like you can bring your laptop, work on stuff, or if they have an event going on, you'll see the normal people. But if you're trying to maybe have a client meeting, you can say, hey, let's go to Pacific Yard House. Let's go to Red Brick. But if you're on a date, go 202, and then you kind of hop, skip around. Every place has, and then Martin's going to open up pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to add a whole nother feel.
Ooh.
So, I mean, I'm not really a nightlife person because I'm a bowling person. Usually that happens at night. But yeah, I mean, again, it's all about the feel, and whoever you're dealing with, you're courting or girlfriend or business partner, or just trying to take the firm or whatever out to a drink. There's so many opportunities
there is so many places to go and visit here in Conroe. No matter how you feel. I'll tell you what though. I was walking downtown Conroe last night, and I heard music. I came out of Red Brick Tavern. I went across the street to Corner Pub, and we had a couple drinks there. And I heard loud music. I was like, "Where is this music coming from?" It was like, is it the new seltzer place? You know that there's a new seltzer place right here, right?
Yeah.
Conroe Seltzer, right across the street from the railroad track from Pacific Yard House. Is that blue building?
Yeah. So what's going on over there?
It wasn't going on there. I thought that's what's going on.
Okay.
The music
Tease.
was happening at Pacific Yard House. They did something different. They actually had music on the outside patio deck. Instead of inside, the music was outside. And people were dancing.
Well, the weather is getting to that point, man.
Man, it was beautiful. And whoever they had played yesterday, big shout out to you guys because you guys sound amazing. I was like, this is a different type of vibe. I can dig this. You know what I mean? Good place to hang out. Great food. Hey, my favorite thing over there is the chicken wing. Their chicken wing.
Okay. Yeah.
Their chicken wing. I don't know how they cook it, but all I know is I believe they smoke their wings, and then they bake their wing.
Yeah.
Didn't fry it. They baked it.
Oh, I have no idea they're good.
But yeah, they're very, very good. So we're about to actually introduce you to our guest. I'm gonna tell you who it is right now. It's no other than Mr. Seth. He's the owner and operator of Copperhead Brewery here in Conroe, Texas. Hey, if you never had a Copperhead brew, beer, crafts beer, go check him out Friday, Saturday, and maybe Sunday. So yes, we're gonna bring him in right after this episode.
From the beginning, the main purpose of the Cooperative Extension Service has been to change human behavior by teaching people how to apply the results of scientific research. By utilizing a holistic, multi-level approach, Extension family and community health programs encourage health and well-being for everyone. Addressing values, concerns, and needs with reliable science-based information, Extension programs help people lead healthier lives. We are Texas A&M AgriLife Extension, helping Texans make their lives better.
Second Saturday Divorce Workshop provides unbiased information to help you understand your options and move forward with your life. This divorce workshop is for you if you are contemplating divorce, in the process of divorce, already filed for divorce, or post-divorce. You will explore the emotional, legal, and financial aspects of divorce from professionals who have guided others through divorce. For more information on this divorce workshop, contact SecondSaturdayWoodlands.com or call 832-375-0900.
Did you know there are more than 790 abused and neglected children currently in foster care in Montgomery County? Will you help make a difference? I'm Allie Stevens with Casa Child Advocates of Montgomery County. We train and support volunteers to be the voice of children in the foster care system. Kids are removed from their home because of abuse and neglect, and we need volunteers just like you to advocate for these children. To learn more about becoming an advocate, please visit CasaSpeaksForKids.com. That's CasaSpeaksForKids.com.
Hey, what's going on, guys? San here with Young Professionals of Conroe. Welcome back to another episode. Today, we have no other than the Brewmaster himself, Copperhead King, Venomous Mr. Seth. He is the Brewmaster, the owner and the operator of Copperhead Brewery here in Conroe, Texas. We want to say thank you for coming on and bringing your amazing, delicious, venomous drinks here.
No problem, man. Should be fun.
Hey, it is already fun. So, guys, episode airs every Friday at noon. New guests, new questions, new gifts, new vibe. So, Dick, how you feeling?
Ready to talk about beer.
Hey,
that's why I'm ready.
Hey, Dick is he has a problem, but he just don't want to admit it yet. Hey, I love beer.
What kind of problem are you talking about?
You bowl too damn much.
That's true. I love bowling.
You love bowling.
Thank you for Conroe.
Thank you for
because
300.
Conroe introduced me to Balling.
Hey, I did see an episode. Congratulations on taking third.
Yeah, in the county. We took third in the county doubles tournament.
That's a big achievement. But hey, enough talking about you. Who cares about you right now? We want to talk about Copperhead. Copperhead and their crafts beer. First of all, Seth, I want to ask you, when was Copperhead established?
Wait. Can we take a step back, Seth?
Go ahead.
Let's
Sure.
let's talk about Copperhead. Where is it located?
822 North Fraser Street.
Oh, so it's right down the street from the studio, guys.
Correct.
It's not
Now-
Galveston Street?
The main entrance is on Galveston Street, but the actual address is Fraser Street for some reason.
There you
So let's figure out for the listeners. Can we come have a beer there?
Yes, we have a full-blown tap room, indoors, AC.
Outdoor too, right?
Yeah, there's outdoor seating in a covered area as well, so even if it's raining, you can go outside if you want.
Full kitchen?
There's a kitchen and food on site as well.
What's that mean? What's full kitchen mean? Like I can get a burger?
Yes, you can.
Burger, pizzas, fish and chips, all kinds of stuff.
Oh, so it's a one-stop shop.
Pretty much.
Tight, man.
Back
See,
roads?
I've never been there, and I'm an idiot,
No.
by the way. No, really, I've never been there. I always because my wife works really late, and she's a nurse, so I was like, we need to go check out Copperhead Brewery, because I see there's a sign on Fraser right there. It's like Copperhead Brewery. I was like, we need to go check that out.
Yeah.
And I apologize to you, Seth, and so that hopefully is encouragement for listeners to go check you out to make up for my absence.
You're such a jerk. How long have you been in Conroe?
I've been in Conroe for 7 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Born and raised here or no?
No.
No, 7 years you've
But
been
I
in Conroe.
always wanted to go.
That's almost as long as we've been
Remember,
open.
always and doing is two different things. 7 years in Conroe and
Yeah.
Have you been to Southern Star?
Well, we live right across the street from there.
True.
so
Have you been to
yes.
B52?
I used to live right by there. So
Okay,
yeah.
so yeah. So
So right when I
you have
live,
to pass by Copperhead
if I'm
to
in
come to work.
walking distance of
Correct.
Copperhead Brewery, I'm going.
No, you know what? No excuses. Don't try to make up for it. Yo, should be ashamed.
But
of
I
yourself.
will say this to the listeners. This is Dick talking.
Acting like one,
Copperhead
too.
Gold. I want to call it Gold. I don't know if that's the official name for it.
Yeah, Copperhead Gold.
That is the best light beer that I've had here.
Nice. Thank you.
So better than B52, better than
Southern
Star. It's like that's like when I have that, I'm like, you know what? That's a really good light beer, and I wish it was like as plentiful as Bud Light, because like I would go to the store and get the 400 packs or whatever you can buy, because it's really good. It really is. And so, so you're located in Conroe, and again, what's the address?
822 North Fraser.
So just look up Copperhead Brewery, and you have normal working out, like tap room hours and stuff like that, and then events.
Mm-hmm. Tap
Okay.
room is Tuesday through Friday, 4 to 7. Saturday is 12 to 8.
And I do apologize. Earlier in the intro, I actually gave the wrong schedule. So that schedule one more time. Don't listen to me when it comes to schedule.
Tuesday through Friday is 4 to 7, and then Saturday is 12 to 8.
12 to 8. There you go.
Yeah, because like the first time I had your beer was at Red Brick,
Nice.
and I was like, Copper, that's here. Like I've always wanted to try their beer, and I did, and I was like, this is really good.
And it's
then-
right down the street.
And yeah,
And you pass by it coming to work.
I get it. I get.
Yeah, you do get
I
it.
get.
And you went to 202 last week when they had their release,
And I got. That's all I drank.
and they ran out.
Yeah,
They ran
keg of-
out.
The keg of gold ran out like 2 hours into the event or something.
Well, that's probably because of me.
Yeah.
And my wife, because my wife was drinking. She had her mixed cocktails. Like, no, you're
No,
gonna try this. You're
that
gonna try
that
this.
goal is definitely a
So
great beer.
she even said, as we're leaving, we're like, "You mean this is just down the road?" I'm like, "No, we'll pass it on the way home. I'll show you. I'll point to it." So yeah, we already have a date night.
There you go. There you go. So 7 years been in Conroe. He had it at Red Brick. Never had it at the Tap House.
Yeah, no, I mean like
had it at
it's,
202. How long have you guys been open?
August 2015 is when we opened the tap room first.
6 years.
it's a build. Okay, so let me ask you this, Seth. With the tap room being the first thing you opened, what were you before that?
It was all the same.
Like, could I come to your house and get beer, or like, how did it work?
At one point in time, yes, I did homebrew and had a kegerator set up in the garage. and-
Okay. Well, because we had break room bagels last week, and they kind of talked about their transition of like, oh, we can make so much at home.
Yes.
But then we had to move forward, but there's a lot of legality to that.
Apologize for that.
And, rules and regulations. So when you first started, were you just making beer at your house? And then-
originally I just homebrewed for years. My older brother worked at a much larger brewery in Houston. I ended up getting a job there working with him for about 3 years.
Oh, wow.
Do you want to say the name or no? Can we?
Are they closed?
No, they're still open. They're huge. St. Arnold.
Ooh.
They're not that big.
Compared to me, they're
I've been to
pretty
bigger.
big.
I've been to bigger. I'm just kidding. I have no idea what I'm talking about.
You had bigger.
Yeah. Thanks, son. Well, no, so you worked there for 3 years. You got to know kind of like the rules and, procedures. And then you started your own, like,
Pretty much.
that's actually pretty insane, right? Because it's not as, because one thing that I love about the business you do, Seth, is when you go online, people can find starter home kits.
For sure.
And it's like, in their mind, like, oh, this is so easy. This is so easy. Like, I can just, I don't know how St. Arnold's, XYZ, oh, they started in their basement at one point. But then you learn, oh, how do you actually make beer taste good?
That and scaling it to a larger scale.
Yes, and be consistent.
Then, consistency, and then proper packaging. That's a thing that it does not exist really. I guess make an extreme homebrew level setups maybe, but for the average person, that's not a thing.
What do you mean by proper packaging?
So oxygen is the enemy of packaged beer. So you have to find a way to fill bottles and kegs in the absence of oxygen. So everything has to be CO2 purged. And there's really awesome equipment and machinery that is capable of this, but all of that costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I think we're probably the only like small scale brewery that has a fully automated bottling and canning line on site.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, is that because of rules? Because, because there's a lot of people who are involved in Conroe with the local brew scene. And the reason I bring this up, because, I know, Southern Star had their old facility. They moved to their new facility. And is it, when you encounter those things with your business, clearly you didn't need to move. You accomplished that in one, your standalone thing.
We started as a small brewery with the intent to distribute to store shelves, which is why we had the packaging set up from day one.
So you literally...
So yeah, we had it built in on our plan from the beginning. A lot of small breweries don't. And yeah, it takes them a while to grow into that level, but I was familiar with the packaging aspect from working at a larger brewery before. So it just made it easier to do that from the beginning for us.
Yeah, no, because that's when you're talking about finding your clientele, that's really what people really want, is to bring it home.
Mm-hmm.
And you started day one with Copperhead Brewery, right?
Yeah. We had a bottling line first, added a canning line later.
That's amazing.
We don't can much anymore because there's a aluminum can shortage.
Yeah.
So we've kind of reverted everything back to bottles, which I'm okay with. I'm on team bottle for beer instead of can personally, but
Does it taste any difference?
all things being equal, there shouldn't be much of a difference, especially if you pour both the bottle and the can into a glass before you drink it. As long as everything was packaged properly, there should be minimal difference. But our bottling line does a much better job than our canning line does. Even though our canning line works and it did what it's supposed to do, our bottling line is still a much nicer machine to work with.
So Seth basically saying it's easier on the business end, just get bottles.
It is easier to get bottles,
Yeah.
and then we only have to stock one type of bottle, and then we can just change the roll of labels for whatever beer we're bottling that day versus having to order pallets of pre-printed cans.
Aluminum can. I never realized how hard aluminum canning is until I met the dudes over at Concork and Seal.
Yeah.
And then it's a whole nother ball game. Like, it's hilarious to like.
And you do that at the brewery with the cans,
As far as just
sealing it,
yeah.
and it's more difficult.
Well, it's just easy. It's probably easier as a business model to do bottles.
At this point, it is for sure.
Because imagine the machinery also, this like, I imagine everything that has to go into making the end product. It takes more time to do aluminum cans than it does bottles. Because you can get these bottles recycled or cheaper because you can reuse them. Not saying that Copperhead reuses them, but like you can purchase them from a company that recycles them. Aluminum cans, you can't just buy an old aluminum can, just wash it out and give it to Copperhead.
Correct.
So, but
So
like
do you use recycled bottles too as well, or no?
We just buy them from
the company,
the manufacturer, but I'm sure they do that on their end.
I think we drink a lot of beer in Texas, and the one thing that I do not see is that you don't get paid for recycling.
yeah, you do.
How?
If you take them to, there's collection facilities, I think, but it's not a lot.
Yeah, it's not a lot. And now in Michigan, where I'm from, it's 10 cents a bottle. And you actually can make a living collecting cans and bottles. You go over there, every liquor store, every Walmart, Kroger's have a machine that, you stick it in there and, plastic cans and glass bottle are all separated. And one party can make you $100.
Wow.
Yeah. So you can definitely make a living. We should do that over here. Give more people a reason to recycle and keep the environment clean. Because we do drink a lot here.
Yeah. So one of the most interesting things I've seen kind of like that, when we were in Belgium visiting Alicia's family.
Who's Alicia?
My wife.
Oh,
She's
shout out to her.
She's
Shout out to her.
half French, half Belgian. So we went to visit her family a few years ago.
Like 100%, like she's foreign.
Yeah, she was born in France. Her dad is from Belgium and her mom is from France. So her mom ended up moving here, and she moved here with her mom, and then I met her, but
At St. Arno?
no. We had a mutual friend that knew both of us for years.
Oh, that's
and he
wonderful.
was just like, you two need to hang out. Like, I've known both of you forever. Like, this would work. And he was right. It just took him, I don't know, like 3 or 4 years for it to actually set up a meeting. Like, there was always some reason, like, oh, I was stuck at work late, or she was doing something else, or that it took years, and then it finally happened.
Well, we'll get to the whole partnership thing. Because you have a partnership, or is it more of just like, this is your job, and she has a separate job?
She has her own side business that she does, but
But she's there.
Who's in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
business with you?
it's just me, my dad, and her, Alicia.
Alicia. How many
My
flavor?
mom helps out too, but
How many flavor do you have?
a bunch. We have, I think, 4 year-round core beers, and then there's tons of other
That's
rotating
a
and
lot
specialty.
of beer, but with so little people, man.
Mm-hmm. It is a lot of work, especially we don't have a whole team or crew of people
Yeah.
to pull it off. But yeah, I'm there pretty much every day. So yeah.
Well, I mean, I kind of want to. Let's dive into that.
Let's dive into that. I know
So
you brought us some gifts.
Yeah, you brought some beers here, and I'm gonna pull them up real quick. So in front of on the screen, if you're watching Facebook and stuff, you can't see it, Seth. Sorry. So, but they can see the bottles that you brought.
Any way you could put it on that screen right there?
Yeah, I can. I mean, that's gonna take me time, man. I'm
you're the
trying to. I'm
producer.
trying to do interviews.
You do the producer. So this beer, as he do that, tell me about this cup right here. What is it
I
called?
think you had.
It smells like peanut butter.
Yeah. Okay. So you had the King of Taters, which was it was a collaboration between us and a Facebook group called Houston Bourbon Society. They gave me some barrels that they had got from one of their single barrel picks.
Mm-hmm.
So they wanted to do a barrel aged beer project with us with the empty barrel, because we're known for our barrel aged beers kind of that's where we got a following, I guess. So they wanted to do a peanut butter barrel aged stout, and I've never done a peanut butter barrel aged stout before. So I was like, okay, new challenge. I'm down. I'll do it. So I got the barrels, put the beer in it, and then the only way I could come up with to get that flavor in it was powdered peanut butter. That way all the oil content's removed. It'll actually kind of like absorb and integrate into the beer. I'm not a fan of like adding a flavoring or an extract, or I try to hit flavor profiles using the actual ingredients if I can. Like one of our other ones that we're known for is a chocolate mint barrel aged stout, and it's actually peppermint leaves and cocoa nibs that put that flavor profile in there.
That right there tastes like peanut butter.
I kind of want to have it. Can we switch?
Let me burp real quickly, and you can inhale.
Well, let me ask you then about the beer business, because the beer business is a huge business going on, especially locally. It to me, it's the newer age storefront that people can give a go.
What?
Give it a go.
Give it a go. Give it a go.
And I think that's with the way you talk about St. Arnold's history, and like you understand the probably the most key aspects to having a successful brewery is like the canning, getting it, distributing. That's probably like the most essential piece to the whole business.
That and the distribution is one of the most difficult and challenging
trying to get it to places.
Yeah.
And you develop those reputations and the relationships with local places first. And with your variety of beers, how do you market these peanut butter, like these eclectic beers to places where, especially like I'm not talking down to Conroe, but I mean Conroe to me isn't I want to have 50 different types of beers on tap. I want to have, my beer.
Mm-hmm. What is your beer?
Well, my beer's Rolling Rock. And it's
not a craft beer.
No, it's a crap beer.
It's
crap. It's crap.
There you go. So you got your.
But that's because I grew up.
I feel
that's
like there's a saying on my hat.
Yeah. See. Yeah. Crafts. See that? Crafts, not crap.
Yeah. No, like that's a crap beer, and I get it. I'll get the flack. But there's certain beers like I said, they're gold. That's that's the upscale Rolling Rock to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I had that available as much as I had Rolling Rock, I'd be like, yeah, I'll buy that instead.
Yeah.
But
And
there's
it's
an
good.
audience for that. I mean, there's an audience for crap beer. I'm not saying it's crap, but it's not crafts beer. And there's an audience that would travel hundreds of miles to check out different brewery, correct? So
Exactly.
And honestly, I was turned on to crafts beer by a friend. Took me out to B52. Was the first brewery I've been to, and I had their Pilsner, and that Pilsner just shook
They make
me.
more fruity beers there.
They do.
though.
They do.
Not like that. When you said, I had no idea there's peanut butter involved in that beer.
Oh, there you can put whatever you
And-
want. Jalapenos, habaneros.
I know, but it's you gotta find it. and then
Mama Jamina syrup, anything. So you can put whatever
Mama Jamina.
Jamina syrup. You can put that in there. But that's the thing. That's what makes it a craft
Right.
beer, because you make it your own. It's not crap beer.
Well, that's how you got your real, I would say, first start, right, Seth? Like people really loved these eclectic beers you were making.
Kind of.
Like, how'd you get your first? Like when you got your first, say, like you got 100 messages on social media, you're like, oh, I'm actually making an impact. What am I doing right? Like I'm getting emails, I'm getting phone calls, I'm getting something that is developing into something that I did not expect.
The first beer that we brewed that actually had a impact was the IPA. It's called Striker IPA.
Okay.
That's a good beer.
Even to this day, that's still the best-selling beer we make.
That was also at 202.
Mm-hmm. I had a
But
keg of that as well.
202, their gold sold out within 2 hours.
Yeah.
The Striker.
Yeah, because I drank it.
Yeah, I think they would. Everybody went to the gold, and then after the Striker, I think was not that far ahead, behind.
I think it emptied too.
Yep. So 2 beer, Striker and gold, great beer, and tell our audience and listener what make a beer a craft beer.
It's just there's a lot more attention to detail in the actual ingredients that go into it, like selecting the different malts, the different hops. It's all hands-on for brewing, the fermentation process. I mean, there's in a big macro scale brewery, all of that stuff is automated. There aren't hands-on in every step of the way.
It sounds like you're like a chemist or something.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Did
There's
you
a
go
lot
to
of
school
chemistry
for
in
that?
No, I just kind of learned it as I went. But there is a ton of chemistry and microbiology that goes into brewing and fermenting beer.
Can you make good money being a brewmaster or anything like that?
I wouldn't get into it for the money aspect, but I think it's better than working an office job. So,
Because you enjoy.
yeah, to me, it's like I don't want to be stuck in an office. So, I get
also
to make beer.
You're also dealing with a product that people will critique.
Yes.
So clearly, you're going to
So-
understand within a couple weeks when you release a new beer, that's a good beer. And then some people are like, nah, that's a crappy beer.
I like the tap room. I've been to the tap room, and the tap room is a great tap room. You got a bunch of games in there, nice sitting area.
Well, I think that's actually, I don't know how much time we have.
We have some time. So you said talk about critiquing. Critique the one you have right now, because I love the one I have.
I can't really remember.
Weizen.
Yeah, Black and Weizen.
Yeah, that's good.
Like
It's a unique
Weizen.
beer.
So
That's
it's
good.
Weizen. What is V?
So it's spelled with a W, but since it's a German word, a W is pronounced as a V. So it's a German style Hefeweizen, but one of our malt suppliers, so it's a wheat beer, but one of our malt suppliers started making a chocolate wheat malt.
Oh.
So that will turn it
That makes
black.
sense.
So I wanted
Yeah,
to
it
make a
tastes
black
good.
wheat beer, black Hefeweizen.
This is
so-
black also.
Yeah,
Hey,
but that's a stout.
that's a okay. I know this is a dumb question. Okay, I just drink. I don't care what it is. What is the difference between a stout beer and IPA? What's the other one? Hoppy, tardy. What makes it, tardy, hoppy, IPA?
A tart
Stout.
beer is going to be sour through some fermentation process.
Okay,
That'll make
sour.
it sour. A hoppy beer is going to be like an IPA or a pale ale, and that's going to be more hops into the beer. That'll make it either like more aggressive and bitter, or sometimes it can also be like citrusy, fruity.
Okay.
Stouts are more malt focused, where you've got roasted barley, roasted malts, chocolate malts, things like that. Like
Dark?
they're processed kind of like coffee beans.
So can you tell if it's an IPA, a stout, or a hoppy beer by just looking at it?
Sometimes, usually, yeah.
Sometimes.
This all happens down the street from here?
Yeah, all
See,
the
that's
magic
what
happens down the street
I think that's
on Fraser.
what one of the most impressive things that I'm seeing and tasting, of course, is the variety that you offer folks. Because when I think of a beer company, you think they have like 2 beers, and then they kind of have everything else is seasonal.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at the table, which I think I showed the viewers. If you're on the Facebook page, Young Professional Conroe, like you have 4 or 3 different types on the table right here, right? Those are 3 different types.
There's one of them's a variation of another.
Oh, okay.
Let me see
But-
something.
But yeah, so I mean, I think that's important because like when you go to Copperhead, what should you expect? Are you going to be you're going to have like 10 options, or are you going to have?
Right now, I think we have 12 different beers on tap.
Wow.
And most of those are also available in bottles or cans to go.
Go check them out, guys.
that's probably the most important part because if I remember I went to a place, it won't be named. I think it was like Buffalo Bayou when they first opened up. They like didn't want to sell.
You just said you won't. It
Yeah,
won't be named.
I know. They didn't want to sell it to go.
Dick.
And I was like, what is this? Why would you not sell it to go? Why would you sell beer here and not sell it to go? That doesn't make any sense. I did not understand the concept of that.
That's a long time ago. Governor Abbott changed that already.
Yeah,
that
that
was a
might
long.
have-
No, that was a long.
That might have been
ago.
before the laws changed in Texas.
Well,
'Cause
that was like
a-
last year, right? To go was last year, right?
To go
no,
was
no.
last year during COVID.
No,
Oh,
You
no, the
sure?
growler. You're talking about the growler stuff.
I don't know. We've been able to sell packaged beer to go since day one.
No, like to go beer. in cups.
Oh no. I'm just thinking packaged beer that you
Packaged
could
beers,
buy
yes.
to take home with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
We've been able to do that forever.
Oh, wonderful.
I have to admire the artwork that's on the bottle. Did you design that yourself?
No, we actually found it's a girl that lives in England. I found her because I'm a metalhead, and she drew some album and T-shirt artwork for some metal bands that I listen to.
Oh, I mean, like, here, let me, I want to grab one real quick.
Go grab one.
You talking?
So when you say grab one, why do you grab two?
Well, I want to show these off. Like, this looks awesome.
That does look awesome, but be like, hey, I'm gonna grab 2 beers, 2 beer bottles. Show the other one now. There you go.
This one looks...
Yeah, and she designed all of them.
Yeah.
And how do you come with the name? Like the name is
So this one is
amazing.
Medusa barrel aged.
Yeah, so everything's either
Looks really good.
snake themed or
Do you
has
have,
a tie back to a metal band or a metal song
Yeah.
that I listen to.
do you have a pet snake?
No.
That's sad. That's sad.
Yeah.
We had a like a 3-foot long copperhead snakeskin like wall mounted in the men's bathroom at the brewery, and somebody stole it.
I need to ask that.
I can see
Why
that.
the name Copperhead?
The snake theme.
Yeah, but
and
why-
they're local to this area. Everybody
Yeah.
knows what one is.
Wait, we have a Copperhead here in Conroe. We
there's
have Copperhead
probably thousands of
South,
them in
yeah,
Conroe.
South Texas, yeah.
They're everywhere.
in Conroe.
Actually,
Copperhead.
more of all
Yeah.
Texas.
I have
now that I think about
no way.
Yeah.
I've been here since 2011. I have not come across a copperhead. I have came across a rat snake.
Mm-hmm.
I was
it.
terrified.
That's because you live in a metropolitan area, dude.
I
You gotta
came-
live out. You gotta live out in the rural area.
and copperhead are poisonous.
Yeah.
I stepped on one when I was a kid, but luckily I stepped on his head, and when he was wiggling, I
My
just
God.
jumped as far as I could.
Okay, did the
He
name
didn't-
come from that?
No, but I was
Man,
around.
this is
Like
actually really cool stuff.
I was around him. I've
was-
seen him.
I'm very impressed
I grew up
because
in the-
I've
You were-
never,
you
I've
were
never been
scared
there.
You jumped. I think it was PTSD, and then you got older and you say bam, copperhead.
Well, let's talk about this because, folks, you have a tap room, you have a kitchen. People can come visit. People can come
Peanut
buy your
butter
beer. Where can I,
crunch.
like, say I really love your beer, right? Where can I buy it? If I'm listening right now, I'm like, I like this Copperhead idea. I want to try this peanut butter stuff. Where do I go?
Tap room.
Yeah, if not at the tap room, our core beers are in most HEB, Specs,
Really?
Whole Foods, Total Wine.
Wow. Hey,
I need
I
to
need to
s-
stop you right there. We have a special guest that just popped up in the door.
Oh, great.
This guy, come on in. Hold on.
Well,
I'm
no.
sorry. He is a local, and he is in downtown Conroe. Come have a seat right here.
I gotta
Mike.
get the camera now.
Oh, there you go. Hey, where's that cup? Give him a cup.
You know,
Here.
I'm drinking a green concoction here. If I only had,
Oh,
what do
don't
you
worry.
call it? Is that like is there any black venom in here? Does anybody know anybody that?
You got hold on real
A
quick.
black venom. I got a black venom right here for you,
Well,
right there.
look at that. Or King of Terrors.
Look at
Yeah.
you.
What is it, 18 versus 10?
Barrel Age King of Terrors is just under 17, I think.
So
It'll
you-
do. We'll
It's-
just say
it's-
it'll do.
It's up there.
Man, okay, if you guys didn't know who just made a special pop in, go ahead and quickly introduce yourself.
Hey guys, my name is Mike Rape. I'm the owner, well, I should say I'm the co-owner with my beautiful bride, Kathy Rape, of the new Ferm Meadery in downtown Conroe, located at 225 Simonton Street.
Man, I actually took a tour yesterday.
Yep.
And didn't know the difference between what meat was at all. The way you educate me on meat, and go ahead. I don't want to ruin it. Go ahead and tell me what.
Well, no, I was actually enjoying and see if you were actually paying attention in class.
Okay, meat was meat is I would say a version like wine, but
Yep.
made from honey.
It is. Whereas wine is fermented grapes, mead is fermented honey.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So I mean, in a simple form, that's exactly
I'm gonna tell
what mead
you,
is.
confession. I didn't drink a lot over there, but I was kind of like, I was out there.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed
It-
What
it.
is that
was-
supposed to mean, son?
It didn't take a lot.
Okay,
didn't take a
so
lot.
you're lush.
Mead's usually fairly high ABV.
Yeah,
Yep,
It was like
it sure can be.
25%.
Absolutely.
It was like 25%.
Well, look, wait, so now we have the round table of local drinking places.
That's right. We got Copperhead. We got the Ferm.
It's not a bad thing, is it? Is that a good?
No, not at all. I think y'all are going to attract a certain personnel.
This guy likes to drink right there. He's been drinking since 3 o'clock at 300.
Oh, not 3 o'clock. I'm
3
just
o'clock
kidding.
yesterday.
I'm just kidding. I haven't left there yet. Well, I think what's neat about this opportunity with Seth and is it called the Ferm?
It is the Ferm, Ferm.
Ferm.
The Ferm Meadery.
Meadery.
Yeah.
Is you guys are kind of like, in a sense, waiting for people to come to y'all's places because there's a lot of things going on in Conroe. I mean, like, what was it, like 3 years ago? That's when they declare that's like one of the fastest growing cities in the nation.
We are waiting, but we are not opposed to kidnapping either.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever brings in people.
Well, yeah.
Blindfolds, vans.
The only thing y'all have to fight for is closing at 2 a.m. Like, why don't we just be open all the time? Because I knew you guys as business owners just want to be open 24/7.
I don't know. I need to sleep.
Yeah. I don't want to be open 24/7. No, it's just to benefit him.
Well, people like me.
That's it.
All right, people like me who happen to be in a position that I'm up at 5 a.m. Like, hey, I want to go somewhere. I'm
That's
lonely.
what two people say about me too.
Yeah,
that they like me,
and you want to be somewhere.
Well, I don't know about the
Only-
other three.
only two?
Only well, there's two. Got a small book of friends.
So Mike, go ahead and try that black venom out.
Is that what I'm having right here?
I
is
love
that what this is?
I
What is
love
this,
Black
Seth?
Venom. I
So
love
have
King
you
of
had,
Terrors.
Copperhead before?
I have. As a matter of fact, we were at the King of Terrors release party. Invited by my buddy John Williams, who I was going to try to outbid him on the.
Oof.
But no,
The
there
musician?
was no stopping him on that.
Nope, he was gonna get one. He was determined.
Well, is that what kind of brewery you want Copperhead to be? One of those kind of like select release kind of things? Because I know I'm not really into the whole brewing thing, but I do know online and through social media that's like a huge motivator for people to promote and to consume. It's like they're only making 200 cans of this or 200 bottles. We have to get it. Is that something you want Copperhead to be, or where do you see Copperhead going in the future?
I mean, that's kind of what we're known for, some of our special release stuff.
Yeah.
But it's not the only thing we do. Like, if you're in our tap room, there's a 4% American lager. There's a 4.5% German style Helles lager. There's lighter beers.
I like that
too.
right there. What's
But-
the gold?
Beer.
The gold's the Helles lager.
Yeah,
the German
that's
style.
what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
You're
Ja,
such a
kannst du Deutsch? Ich
lightweight.
kann nur ein bisschen Deutsch sprechen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You got
swear,
that?
every time I come across Mike, this guy surprises me every single time. You speak German too?
Ja, ich kann. Nur ein bisschen Deutsch. Ich habe in Deutschland gewohnt, in 89. In towns Nordsee, Hamburg, and Poppenbüttel. Yeah.
He's just stringing words together.
It's all you have to
He's
do.
just
You
stringing
just have to
words
make
together.
it believable.
No, seriously, were you making stuff up?
Yeah.
Should I tell you the truth? I don't know. I think I'll just let you keep believing.
But yeah, Seth, that's really because I'm not really in that scene, as you can tell. I'm like, yeah, I just want a light beer that I can drink way too much of.
Yeah.
Because that's the only thing I've always stayed away from the heavier stuff. It's like, all right, if I really only have 2 beers tonight, no, who wants to live that lifestyle?
Of course.
So-
Of course not. You've been
Yeah.
there since 3 o'clock
I've been there since I was like 12, so it's like,
and still drinking
Yeah.
light beers.
but I know. I really think it's kind of a lifestyle choice of a lot of people, and they kind of stay away from the select beers, which I'm always interested in. I'll try an IPA, but it won't be like a thing on my social media. I'm like, oh, I'm excited about this. So it's interesting to me as you as a business owner that you're able to motivate people to be excited about those kind of select releases. And going forward with the tap room and COVID, y'all both in like this crazy tornado of like, where's it gonna land?
Yep.
Yeah. We were
And-
like, why in the are we
The heck?
starting a meadery, as the state would describe us, a bar?
Yeah.
Why are we starting a bar right in the middle of the COVID?
Well,
pandemic?
really,
Yeah,
folks who are listening, just get out and visit Conroe.
absolutely.
Because I'm a great example. I've never been to Copperhead. I've been here for 7 years. I've driven by it every day. but I've never been motivated to go do it.
So will you show up next week Friday when the Ferm do a soft opening?
No, I want to show up to Copperhead instead.
Then you will.
I feel like there's an IOU for Seth that I've like. It's long overdue for Seth. I feel like I need to be there all day, spend all the money I have in my bank account
Saturday,
to
right?
make up for not going to check
Tuesday
out.
through Saturday. You got Tuesday through Saturday, so you got many days you can go visit Copperhead.
And they have a kitchen. See, I didn't even know that.
do.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
But I'm not a social media person.
Let me tell you this: we're across
So
the
that's-
street too. If you don't,
I've
like
never
the
been to your
kitchen, you
place.
Come see us.
You know, some good Asian food right
I've never
across the
been to
street
his
there.
place either.
Yo,
The red velvet.
Hey,
They say
Texas
I've
sauce?
never
The
been.
red
I've never been
velvet
there.
egg rolls.
I waited till he came at 202.
Nor
the
have
thing.
I. Nor have I.
Yeah.
We have so much selection of egg rolls.
But
it'll
I've
blow your mind.
But I've had Copperhead beer when it came
Ooh,
next door.
red velvet.
I don't leave
dip in
this
peanut
area.
butter.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude,
if you're
red
on my
velvet egg roll
street-
with the peanut butter
So
stout.
basically, I think what he's saying is he's waiting on deliveries.
Yeah,
Yes.
like if
he's
you're
lazy.
on Main Street, I'll be there. But if I have to actually get in my car and go anywhere, not gonna happen if it does not involve bowling.
Of course,
So I'm
no,
not-
no,
Bowling?
no.
Bowling.
Yes.
Bowling.
He's a
Bowling.
bowler.
All right.
I'm a bowler.
He's
All
a
right.
bowler. He's a bowler.
And I need to get you, Seth, into the 300 bowl because they Dallas. So they're talking about, oh, we got to get some, craft beers. And
What if we just set up like empty bottles in the shape of, and you?
Ooh,
You
that'd be
just
nice.
Hit 'em.
roll them over.
There you go.
I bowl pretty hard though? They'll break.
You can bring out the plastic bottles.
There we go.
you
Yeah.
go.
There you go.
What? Can you guys do a collaboration somehow?
You know-
No,
I
no,
think we
honey,
can,
Honey
and-
and beer is totally different. Sorry, son.
Hey,
No, it's called a
peanut
braggot.
butter.
Yeah, there is
It's called a braggot.
There is a crossover. between
Interestingly
the two.
enough, I
It's
would
horrible.
love to do a collab with braggot. No, braggets are great, but I can't sell it at my meadery
Why?
because we are a G permit manufacturing winery, and
Is it
we
because it's a
cannot
malt
have
beverage
any
classification?
malt or grain
Ah.
on our premise.
So for the listener out there,
We could do it, but it would
That-
only be
But
sold at the
exactly.
brewery.
But it's not about a monetary issue for me. It's about collaboration. It's about making friends in society. It's
Not
about
just only that, it's in the
about
city.
Inter-marketing people that are close to us. That's what it's all about.
there you go.
Yeah.
So let's make it happen.
So, but what I want is a King of Terror's wet barrel, so that I can put my stuff in it.
I might be able to make that happen because we have
That
King of
sounds
Terrors
kind of dirty.
Do you know a guy?
sitting in Booker's bourbon barrels right now.
Ooh, Booker's. All right.
I was fortunate enough to find those fresh emptied when we had King
Yep.
of Terrors in the tank.
You
And
gotta
And
listen.
I think on our
Stay
next run, we're going to
excited.
do some Buffalo Trace
nice.
wet barrels as well.
We actually got to go to Buffalo Trace and pick our own single barrel for Copperhead Brewery, which
That's
was
what
fun.
your wife was saying, and that is a trip that I would not turn down.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
Well, it sounds like a lot of promising things
what do you
coming
think?
for the tasters of Conroe.
About, I love it. I love it. There's
Where's the peanut butter one? Which one's the peanut butter?
this one is peanut butter.
No,
Or was.
No.
that one was
This is the peanut butter.
The Willet Barrel Aged King of Terrors. That spent 10 months in Willet bourbon barrels. The King of Taters was the peanut butter one.
Oh, King of Tate. Oh, King of
So it was our collaboration
So
with
check this
the
out. We got-
Houston
That's
Bourbon
the Medusa.
Society.
I see that.
We got Seth from Copperhead. We got Mike from the Ferm. The Ferm is going to open up next week, Friday. Soft opening.
Yes.
Please, guys, go show your support for your city. Not
and
just that.
Copperhead.
Show your support for Copperhead. He's opening. Grand opening. Soft opening.
Soft opening. Yeah.
Soft opening. Go show your support for the Ferm. Soft opening. Mead, tour, education, literature, and all that.
When's
good
the
stuff.
soft opening at the Copperhead for me? When's that happening?
7 years ago. You missed it.
Well, yeah, I
think
need Seth.
August
I need a
2015.
special one for my
I
wife
think
and
Seth can arrange something soft for
Yeah, I need bring my wife there and be like, it's a soft opening. It's the first time they're opening. Shut up. 7 years ago.
I can't believe
He
you've
can
been
have
here
some balloons,
7 years
maybe.
and you have not visited Copperhead. And Mike
Oh,
has.
I can
and Mike
believe
has.
it. I can believe it.
I
I'm
have.
horribly.
I totally
I'm
have.
horribly ignorant on that.
We don't
kind of
have a
stuff.
bowling lane.
I need multiple lanes.
Doesn't mean that something can't be set up for him outside.
Well, I mean, I think that's what's really exciting about being here in Conroe is there's so much going on, and especially at this transition in my life, being married for 2 years, now it's like, let's start figuring out where we want to go and spend our time.
Easy.
Well, 2 years, right?
Besides the bowling
congratulations.
alley.
After 27 years, you'll just get told where to go.
Well, yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't gotten
But I
that.
love it. Honey, if you're listening, I do love it. Thank you. Keep guiding me. You're the best.
Well, Seth, thank you so much for being on the show today, man.
No problem, man. It
Thank
was
you,
fun.
Seth. Thank you,
Yeah.
Mike, for popping
Copperhead
up.
Brewery.
Well, I think, I don't think I popped up. I think I just told you I'm barging in whether you like it or not.
That's true. Hey, you got that privilege.
But I
and
appreciate it,
cover
brother.
here.
Absolutely. I appreciate
Hey,
it.
come check out Seth at Copperhead Brewery. Come check out Mike at the Ferm. Other than that, guys, this is the show. Young Professionals at Conroe 936. Please, if you like this show, follow us, like, subscribe, share the video to other young entrepreneurs out there. If you're a young entrepreneur yourself, send us a DM. We would love to have you on the show. We would love to know more about you. Hey, our monthly meeting happens the last Thursday of every month and is sponsored by Jody, Mayor Jody. It's going to happen at 202. Come on out. Guys, you guys been great. Thank you for coming out.
No problem, man.
My pleasure.